4 months with its starting issue.
Yeah, 4 months. Well, this is a new thing for the channel. We're going to be pulling the starter on 6.2 liters of diesel power. Don't forget to disconnect your battery cables. And way the heck down in there. Yeah, now, let's see if we can get 2 people crammed down in here.
You can fit through the wheel well, I think. Try over here.
Oh, yeah. Yay.
Want me to set that bad boy up on this?
Well, you think people would have the view? Just give them a quick shot in here.
There's the starter. Big heavy son of a bitch.
Yay. That epic. Oh, wow. So it's 2 bolts on the side here and then 1 on the back.
2 on the back here, and it'll drop down, and then you got all your wire connections done too. There we go. Now I got it loose. You gotta have this one real tight because it's supposed to have a starter mounting bracket like all these diesels, because this starter goes spinning real fast, has a lot of torque, and it'll strip the threads right in your block. So
Yeah.
I tighten mine up real tight. When you're taking this bad boy out, careful, because you have no warning when you're at the end of your threads, and this thing weighs like 15 pounds. So you'll take it right to the head and that'll hurt.
Oh yeah. So, as we say in all the videos,
And this is a no shim.
there's no shims on this starter, but if your starter does have shims, remember to replace your shims. You know, there's actually not a lot of GM starters that I've actually worked with that have had the shims from the factory.
Same here. Actually, most of what I've dealt with hasn't had any shims.
I think I've only seen 1 with a factory shim.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Which is kind of weird for all the GM that I worked on through the years.
Mm-hmm. Most of what we both work on is GM. Well,
it's because we're in GM country.
Yep. There's one. Now you gotta be real careful not to drop this bad boy. Because when it comes fast.
Now, I don't know if you folks can see it, but there's that red wire dangling down on the back. That's your main power wire. Yeah. That's something you don't want to play with.
Nope.
So.
Let me tell you, if you got your batteries hooked up, you start messing with that, it'll weld whatever you have.
Oh, yeah.
Telling you that from experience.
When we come up top side, we'll show you the marks that it's put into the radiator support. Just from a wrench, was it?
Yep, just from a socket wrench, just from a little love tap. I sure dropped that fast.
Yeah, well, when you're talking about 2,000 amps of current.
Okay. Alright, well, there's the last one. Now it drops down. Should have enough wire to get to the ground.
Okay. Can we get?
And I set that on top of my socket wrench. There it is. If you guys can see through the jungle underneath here.
Yep. Yay.
Okay, now I don't remember what size this was.
This is an 84, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so this could actually be metric even.
Could. No, not that either.
But I doubt it because it is a diesel. The diesels generally stayed SAE through the 80s.
It looks like it is a 16.
Oh boy. 16?
Yep. They're all a little different. I know some of the used ones I had different sizes.
Yeah. But this is the Ultima starter?
Yep, Ultima starter from AutoZone.
Yeah. So.
And it's actually the only starter that'll get this motor to crank that I've tried out of 3.
Yeah.
And we had some wiring issues that Chris and I fixed.
Yeah.
And we got good wiring now. But when it was shorting out, we carboned up the starter.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to fix.
So, I don't know if I'm going to add this video on to me tearing that starter apart, or if I'm just going to post this separate, but, yeah. Fairly simple removal.
And then there's a small little guy.
Yeah, you got to remember your 12 volt ignition wire. So,
Let's see. Oh, where's your...
8 mil,
No, it's smaller than that too.
7.
Try this guy. Not much room under here. Might have you pull that out for me. Because I can't get to it at my angle.
Okay.
Just pull from... Try pulling that guy. I know it's real small.
3/16.
Yep.
Okay. Well, you want it with an extension?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It'll be in the correct positioning.
Okay, let's see if I'm right. Nope, we gotta go a little bigger.
Here, why don't we try a 1/4 inch? Chinese people.
Yep. Still a little too small, I guess.
Well, then, here, let's try some metric. Let's try a 7 metric. Come on, come on. Ah.
Brakes look newer. Okay, that explains why it's got good brakes.
Well, it stops, but
There we go.
7 millimeter.
Yep, that's what she is.
Well, to be expected with Chinese starters. I don't even know if they make starters in America anymore.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of threads on this little guy. Just gonna take that off. Here's your ratchet. I'm just gonna spin it with the extension.
Okay.
Smells like starter fluid under here. That's another project that you guys will get to see.
Yay!
Us putting electronic...
An electric fuel pump in this thing.
Can you get that little guy out of there? It's inside your socket.
Yep, here. Whoa. Fell in the kit. Cup your hand. There.
Got her. So easy to lose.
But yeah.
Okay, and I'll be pulling this starter out to show you guys. You can get that socket set
On the way.
Oh, and I better grab my starter bolts while I'm underneath here before I forget them in the grass.
Yay. I'm not impressed with this starter. It's a mini starter compared to the full-size starter that you'd gotten from the salvage yard.
Yep. But somehow it's the only one that works.
Oh.
There she is.
Now, to give you a comparison, that the 3/8 drive ratchet from a Stanley kit. So, 430.
Let's pull this thing apart real quick and show you guys.
Righty. What are we looking at? The top here. Let's try a 10. 10 seems to be good size. Now that's where the other bracket would be, right there.
Yep, that's where it'd be. Original owner didn't leave it on when he replaced it.
Well, I'm sad to say that this is a GM Goodwrench crate motor. That's actually very disappointing that it's a crate motor.
Less horsepower.
Yeah, and I've never understood that about the GM crate motor system when it comes to the Goodwrench crate motors. Why is it that the Goodwrench crate motors seem to produce less horsepower than the actual factory motors did?
I'm gonna do it over here because there's a lot of carbon in here. Might have to undo them. Phillips.
Felipe. Okay. And
oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna have to undo the Phillips.
Okay, what do you want? 2 or 3?
3 probably.
Well, 2 seems to fit there pretty good, but... And... You want to give it a whirl? Wow.
Look at all that just sitting on top of there.
No. Wow.
Watch this. I bet you we dump her upside down. Look at all that coming out.
Wow. And I'm just looking at the top bearing here, and that's just full of carbon.
Look at that. We're gonna try to clean this thing out and see if she works.
Now, wow.
without turning apart more in the lawn and losing parts. I think we'll close this thing up, try her out later.
Alright folks, well thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.